Okay, so I want to do a quick unboxing, even though I've already unboxed it on the Vevor hat press from Amazon, and whether or not it's going to be a good press for you or you should avoid it altogether. Okay, so right off the bat, it is a good solid machine. I mean, it is all metal, minus the knob. That is plastic and a foam handle, but everything looks good. Like I said, yeah, metal, the plate. Like I said, this one comes with one plate. The other one, you can get 3 plates on that. You do have, spin around here, you do have the digital display. This allows you to set your temperature and your time for the machine. So you can adjust that. The knob right here that I was talking about, that's plastic, that is your knob for your pressure. So you can adjust that depending on what you're going to press there. You have your tensioner, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but that's to put tension on the hat so that it pulls it back. And so it's fairly straightforward. I get dust all over it. So your tensioner right here goes inside the hat, puts pressure on the back. Pull that forward. Now this isn't an automatic one, so this is all manual. So when you press it down and you hear that clicking noise, your timer is going to start. So if you're running 30 seconds, it's going to count down 30 seconds. And when it hits 0, it's just like a microwave. It's going to beep. It's going to have a noise. It's not automatic, so you will have to manually open it and take your hat off and all that stuff. There are machines out there that I've looked into that are automatic, but you're looking about $2,000. There are some options out there that are a little bit less, but the industry leading, I guess you'd say, is around $2,000. So $100, it may not be bad, but again, time will tell whether or not I'm gonna hate this thing and send it back, or just eat the $100. So we'll see. I can tell you right off the bat, even though, like I said, I'm trying not to get into like a review on it, but I've done a few hats already for a buddy of mine. One thing that I can tell you is that when you put the hat on, okay, so that's good spot for the hat. The plate that comes with it isn't the exact shape of the crown of the hat. So when you're pressing on here, you're gonna fill voids. It's gonna be empty space in there, and that's not good. Right off the bat, when you go to press it, because it doesn't have anything up against it, it's gonna create all sorts of wrinkles. There's no telling what it's gonna do. I did face that on a couple of them because I didn't have it built up enough with what I'm about to talk to you about or explain to you. So the fix that I've seen on other groups is that you have to put like foam or something else to build this arch up so that it fills that void. And one thing that I keep coming across, and of course I've already cut them up, are these magic erasers for like the dollar store. You don't need much, just a couple of them. And so what I did is I cut some of them up so that I can place them round. Took a microfiber cloth, folded it, placed it on here, and that way when you put the hat on, try to do this real quick here. I know that's not on perfect, but just to kind of give you the idea of it, that now you've put enough foam in there that when you press on this hat, you're not filling any voids, so that when you press this down, then you're getting even pressure. And that's the main thing that you want, is you want even pressure without it buckling or wrinkling And the thing is, it's not just going to wrinkle the hat, it's going to wrinkle the patch or whatever design you put on there, and it's going to ruin it. So be careful with that when you get this, if you do choose to get that one. At least on the Richardson 112s. I haven't tried anything else, but the Richardson 112s, you're going to have to do something to build that up to fill in the void. It's not a big ordeal. It just took me a second to realize, what I needed to put in it to, keep that shape. And once I did, it's fine. I haven't permanently attached anything to it. Saw people like take some heat tape and actually tape it down so it's fixated to it. I don't know if I want to do that yet, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to keep it yet. I just want to give you my initial thoughts. Like I said, the build quality, the metal, minus a couple plastic knobs, which is kind of expected to me, that I'm not shocked about. That's okay. You have a power switch on the other side with a fuse, so that's kind of nice that you can't, I guess, overload it per se. But the only other thing that I can really complain about right off the bat is that even though it's $100, I mean, for some people, $100 is a lot, and to have to go and modify it to make it work kind of sucks, but is what it is. It looks like you do have a couple adjustment screws on here to slide this plate back and forth. Like I mentioned, you do have a tension knob. So what that is when you press down, how much pressure is this plate being applied to, how much pressure is that being applied to the plate. You don't want a whole lot of pressure if you're doing the patches, from what I've seen, because you can create too much pressure, and certain hats will have that seam, and you can see that seam through it. So be careful with that. If you're doing sublimation, I honestly can't tell you too much on that if you need more pressure, but for the hats, the leather patches, I can tell you right now, I have the pressure backed all the way off. Like the knob, I can't reduce it anymore. That's it. So you do have a lot of adjustability in that. So just know that, I mean, that knob, you can get some good pressure on there. So just know that. But overall, not bad for $115. But we'll see if this is something that I'm gonna keep long term, or if I want to return it. I'm not quite sure yet. $115. I'm just now getting into the leather hat stuff. I have my CO2 laser that I've had for a few years, that I know the ins and outs of that side of it. So that I'm not too concerned about. But if I can generate enough money with just this to pay for one of the automatic ones, I hear really good things about that. But I hope this kind of answers some of your questions, whether or not you even want to attempt getting the Vevor from Amazon, and whether or not you want to risk buying something that more than likely you're going to have to modify, to be honest with you. So I hope you got some value out of this, some questions. If you want to see some more videos, which I'll probably do some tests and everything, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.